another great round out at Richmond Hill. We had a really nice weather for it. Had a good turnout of 23 people. It was an epic day for the Splain brothers. But now for the more epic portion of the Splain brothers' day. We've got Cody Splain, who had a great CTP shot with it looked like a classic rock. Well, he's going to talk about that here in just a second with his In the Bag.
Woo-hoo! I'm Cody Splain, and this is what's in my bag. We'll start with putting putters. I putt with 2 XT Colts. The blue one is my main Colt. The pink one is my backup. Now on the throwing putters, I carry a wide variety. My most overstable throwing putter is a Blizzard Champion Pig. Very overstable. Got to have some bacon on, of course. Next in stability would be my AVR 3. I do use this for mostly forehand upshots, occasionally the backhand upshot. Next would be my Star Classic Rock. Just recently picked one of these up. Really love it.
Wanted some money?
Yep. Then I have a Nate Sexton stamped R-Pro Dart. I use this strictly for just small upshots when it's just out of my putting range.
Who's that guy?
Next is my G-Star Colt. It's a nice straight throwing putter. Really love how it just flies straight and has minimal fade. Then I carry 2 Star Mirages. The blue one is a little more stable, so it doesn't flip and turn as much as the others. This other Star Mirage I use for a lot of different fun shots. I use this for backhand rollers, skamahawks, which is where I throw the disc on such a high ante, it'll actually act like a tomahawk.
Skamahawk.
Onto my mid-ranges, I carry 3 mid-ranges. My most understable is a Star Mako 3. I believe everyone should carry one of these in their bag if they throw Innova, Discmania, or any of the Innova molds. Just very straight, and if you have a big arm, it will turn over a little bit, but not uncontrollable turn.
I love that.
The next one is a Star Manta. I'm working on this, beating it in, but right now it's straight to slightly overstable. This is one of the, I think, proto runs where it's actually put V-Tech Stingray. Next is a fun little mid-range. I like Rock 3s right now, but I picked up a McPro Rock 3 recently. Really loving it. I'm just loving this disc. Nice, overstable, a little faster than my KC Rocks that I used to throw. Just love it. Next, onto my utility discs. I carry 4 utility discs. I carry a Star Commander. I love this for flick up shots. It's overstable, but this one I've kind of beat in a little bit, so it holds a little turnover line real good.
Never heard of these dudes.
Next, I'll go on to my Firebirds. This is my my overstable Firebird. Still holds a nice little flex line if I want to flex it, but this one really does the Firebird things, like just staying on hyzer.
$5?
Now, this one here, I call Flippy Stupid. I let my brother throw this one, and he gave it back to me saying I broke it. And when I threw it on backhand, it held a nice turnover line and did not come back.
What is it?
It's a Champion Firebird that does not do Firebird things. I use this for rollers, backhands that I need flex lines, and I can power down to actually make it do the Firebird things, but I like how it doesn't fly like a Firebird.
We heard your brother shot at 1900 today at Richmond Hill.
Yes,
Can you give a shout out to your brother?
Yeah, my brother did shoot a pretty amazing round this morning, and I do thank him for breaking in some of my discs that I don't have time to break in. This next one...
What, he broke him in on the basket?
I don't know what he broke him in on. I'll leave that for just my thought to wonder. This next disc is a S-Line FD3 by Discmania. It's kind of the baby Firebird. It doesn't have the stability of it. It has a little more glide. I use this one mostly for thumbers and sidearm upshots. Now onto the true fairway drivers, which I carry 3 of. I carry 1 Old Run S-Line FD Jackal by Discmania. I love for some reason love the older run with the Jackal stamp. The cleaner new S-Line look just doesn't look that good to me. It doesn't give me the same feel.
Mental game.
Yeah, mental game. Next, I carry 2 T-Birds. This one right here is my oldest T-Bird. It got lost. My brother kind of called me. He's like, "Hey, it's at FBO. You need to pick that."
Greatest
Best bar in town.
All right, I don't remember. I was like, I don't remember losing that, but could you please pick that up for me so I can throw it again? And thanks FBO for having the greatest lost and found.
Best bar in town.
Now for my overstable T-Bird, it's the new KJ Nibo Swirly Star T-Bird. This thing is extremely beefy for a T-Bird. One of the most overstable T-Birds I have thrown. I have a current stock stamp AJ T-Bird that I don't know why this just is more stable.
Regular size AJ or little AJ?
Avery Jenkins. Now onto my distance drivers. I carry a C-Line CD2 by Discmania. It's kind of like a less stable Thunderbird. That's what I would compare it to, because I can get a little turn out of this, not very much, but it's nice and consistent. I carry a 164 Star Wraith. This is kind of my headwind Wraith. I do not have the biggest arm in disc golf, so for me this is pretty overstable for headwinds and does not flip over. Onto my true distance drivers that I throw for max distance. Since I do have a weak arm, as I was saying, I carry two Starlight Race. One's a 138, one's a 134. They do the exact same thing. I can put them on a nice control hyzer. They'll flip up the flat, little turn, fade out. Next, another new addition to my bag. It's more plastic as this again. A Sirius Aries by Millennium Discs. It's kind of in between my race and another disc that I'll get to later. I won't spoil what's in my bag. Next is another new addition. It's a Discmania CD3. Kind of less stable in my my Star Wraith. I can get this one out there for good distance with my arm speed, and I just love the flight of it. Next up, the most unstable disc in my bag. It's a 161 Star Mamba. Very understable, good roller disc for me. Good just for big, huge anhyzers, big hyzer flips in the woods. Since I mostly play in the woods, this is a great disc to have in the bag. I guess now I'll get to the most overstable disc in my bag. It's a C-Line DD. For when I don't feel like throwing that Star Wraith might hold a headwind, which haven't found one yet, but just in case, want to have that disc that I know will not flip over and will stay the flight I want. I can also throw this on good anti-flex lines and have it fade out hard. Just does anything I want it to, really. And I guess now people would want to know how, because with my color selection seems interesting. I am an otaku, which means I love to watch anime, so I pick the hair colors of the girls I love in each anime series. That's
Nice.
honestly the easiest way for me to pick colors. It gives me it's kind of a mental game. The more I feel a stronger connection with those colors.
I love it, dude. That's awesome.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I'm Cody Splain. That's what's in my bag.
Nice. Thanks, Cody. Yeah.